Hey Inspirators, it's Inspiring Vanessa here and welcome back to another incredible interview for all of you. I'm super excited, as for all of my guests pretty much, for today's guest and today's interview as well. I am just basically excited because it's just so interesting to just interview so many different people, and because I haven't actually interviewed quite a lot of magicians, this is going to be very eye-opening for me as well, and hopefully for you guys as well. But my guest on today's interview, to inspire you all and just for them to tell you a little bit about their journey as well, is Jasper the Magician, and he was on Britain's Got Talent this year. He was a BGT finalist. To be honest, when I was watching all of the magic acts this year, my mum and I were just so eager for at least one of them to win, but I think everyone that was on the show this year definitely deserved it and definitely just kind of got the recognition that they deserved, I would say, as well. But I'm so excited to hear about his magic journey. He's not going to tell us about how he does the tricks, because that would obviously take away from the magic part of it, but I'm still so excited to see about how he actually got into magic and his experience being on Britain's Got Talent. So I'm going to wait for him to tune in. I'm going to wait for Jasper to tune in. He is here now. Hello, thank you for tuning in. And then I'm just going to bring him onto the interview, and then we can just get straight into the first question. And also make sure to leave any questions that you have for Jasper down below. You can leave them in the comments box, or you can leave them in the little question icon, and then we can go through those at the end of the interview. Bring him onto the interview, we can just get straight into it. Hi!
Oh, hi! Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Yeah, I've been doing bits of stuff, but all good. Yeah.
Have you been at school today, or how is it going for you?
Yeah. So I've been at school today. You know, that's been a bit crazy. But I'm good. I'm all well. I can see people are asking already how I am. I am all good. Yeah, I'm doing well.
I mean, that is really good to hear as well. I think everything's been quite hectic as well recently, so
Yeah.
that's good to hear that you're doing well as well. So we're just going to jump into the first question for the interview, which is, when did you start magic and why did you start magic?
Oh, so I started magic when I was about I'd be about 9 years old. So that was 5 years ago now. So I've been doing it for quite a while, and I just wanted to do it because I love watching the other magicians perform on TV as well. So that was kind of also how I got into magic, because I just loved watching them perform and how they could do it and how they could shock the audience so much. Yeah, so that was how and why I got into magic.
I mean, that's incredible, and I totally agree with you. I mean, if I was capable of doing, if I was as talented as you would, I'd definitely be a magician, because it is just so incredible what everyone does. It honestly just blows my mind. I think everyone can agree with me and back me up when I say that as well. It's just so crazy how you see everything come along, but it's incredible to see how you've actually started to be inspired by other magicians, and then you became one yourself as well, and you've really just kind of become a leader for the other people who maybe want to do magic in the future as well. So the next question is, if you remember, what was the first trick that you performed in front of your friends and family?
Yeah, so I can remember. So I'm pretty sure the first trick that I did was, it was a very simple trick. So basically what it was is I cut the cards in different places, and then I give them a bit of a shuffle, and then the aces jumped on top of all the four piles. So yeah, it was all right. It was a decent first trick.
It doesn't seem like a basic trick. That seems extremely advanced. I mean, compared to everything else you've done, it probably does seem basic in your eyes, but wow.
Yeah, so that was how I first started out. And also I kind of got it's a tricky one for magic, because if you're a singer or something, you just start singing, But with magic, it's like, how I got into magic, there was two ways. So first of all, I started looking around on the internet and just looking for like maybe bits of tricks like that one that I was on about before. So that's how like I sort of found magic, I guess. That's how I started learning to do it. And then it was also I don't know whether some of you might know Marvin's Magic. He has a bunch of like starter sets, so his is very kid-based magic. So yeah, those are kind of like the two ways of how I got started in magic. So yeah, that's that.
I mean, that is brilliant. Yes, in my eyes, it does not seem like a basic trick at all. I mean, I'd be completely just lost for words, to be honest. But the next question is, what's your favourite thing about doing magic? Why do you do it? Is it for your passion, basically?
Why do I do magic? That's a really good question, actually. I just love performing, and that just buzz of being on, either whether it be on a stage or just at somebody's table doing some close-up magic, whatever it is, it's how the reaction that they get, how shocked they are, and how just they like go completely mind blank, and it's kind of like a puzzle, and I quite like that. So yeah, for me it's the reactions, and that's why I love to perform magic.
I mean, I can imagine you must feel just powerful, because everyone else is so confused everything that's going on, and then you're here knowing exactly how you did it, exactly what you were doing, and just watching everyone's reactions. What would you say has been the craziest reaction or the funniest reaction that you've seen when you've performed in front of an audience? If you remember seeing someone's facial expressions.
Yeah, I'd say it was I think it was one of my mum's like best friends. So I showed him this trick, and basically what it was is so I had a deck of cards and I spread them out and I said pick a card. So then they chose one, and then I say, right, okay, put your hands on top of the deck. So then they place their hands on top of the deck, and then I pull out first of all my favourite card, so it might have been like the King of Spades, for example, and then I pull out their card, and then
wow.
And then I say, okay, but I knew that I could have only ever picked those two cards, because those are the only two cards in the deck. Take your hands off. And then she took her hand off, and then basically the deck goes like completely blank, so it looks like a deck on the outside, but it's actually glass on the inside. And her face, she literally, her jaw just dropped, and then she was just like
lost for words, speechless.
Yes, very, very lost for words and speechless. Another one was Ashley Banjo's. That is also a very good one. I'm sure many people saw that. It was just like, when it was in the pocket, you just couldn't believe it. Yeah, it was pretty cool and crazy.
I mean, I can imagine as well. This must have been such an incredible opportunity to just perform in front of all those four incredible judges, and to see their reactions. That's something you don't get to experience every single day. It's a once in a lifetime experience, for sure. My question is, do you ever get stage fright when you do your magic tricks?
Well, yeah, I definitely do. I mean, I can't say I don't. It's I do at first. So it's when just I'm about to go on stage. It's that nervous energy, and I get a bit scared, and then it's once like I go out onto the stage and then I start performing, and then when I start getting into my routine and when I start doing my tricks, that's when all the nerves kind of settle and I can just focus and do my magic.
So you're basically just in the moment, so all the nerves, you don't really think about it. And obviously because there's just so much going on, and you need to just be like focusing on what everyone else is doing, making sure that everything runs smoothly. I don't think you're really focusing on nerves in the first place. Even if you do have nerves, you hide them very, very well, because you seem very confident towards all of us when we're watching you on our televisions. My next question is, what do you want to achieve in the future? Because obviously going on BGT is something that's really just going to make yourself known. So what's something that you'd like to achieve in the future? Where do you see yourself?
So I think I would like to continue on with magic. That would be a great goal. So to become like one of the next like massive magicians, you know, like I'm sure many of you have heard of like Shin Lim and Penn and Teller. Those are some like very high people up in magic, and yeah, so I'm aspiring to be them, and just to be like them and be like a big performer and maybe do stuff in Vegas, and you know, which obviously all of that is a bit tricky at the moment because we've just gone back into lockdown. So yeah, but it's been good fun so far.
I mean, definitely. I can definitely envision you on just our big screens, traveling around the world and just performing different magic tricks. So it's very good to hear that you won't stop doing magic anytime soon, because you're just going to keep getting better and better. And when I think about it, it's like, how much further can magicians go? How much more can you just kind of make me lost for words? But it's really just the amount of tricks and just shockingness that you give to us is just limitless. There's just, yeah, the sky isn't even the limit with magicians. You can just keep on going and keep on getting better. So definitely excited to see what you're going to be doing for in the future as well. My next question is also to do with BGT, and that is, what did you learn when you were going on Britain's Got Talent? What was an important lesson that you learned through your whole experience?
I'd say that it's just to like keep on trying, you know, because I actually tried for BGT the year before, which a lot of people don't know. So I tried to get on and I didn't manage to because something with my trick went wrong, and it wasn't on stage or anything, but I was bound to go to London literally 2 days, and the trick just failed on me and I couldn't go. So my advice and what I've learned is to just keep trying, do what you do, because you never know, you could be the next BGT finalist. So you just gotta keep going, keep trying, and yeah.
That is such a fantastic story. I mean, yeah, obviously I didn't even know that, but that's amazing. Just keep telling people to just don't give up. You never know what's going to happen. What's going to happen the next day? What's going to happen the next year? And obviously, if you didn't try out again, then we wouldn't know where you'd be. We wouldn't know who you'd be. But we're very, very grateful that you obviously did get through to BGT and the auditions, and the trick worked out.
Yeah. It was all good.
Definitely. My final question before we get into some questions from the viewers is, what magic trick are you learning now, or a trick that you'd like to succeed at?
So I think for my next trick, I'd quite like to do maybe something with. This is going to be very difficult, but I actually want to try and recite a whole deck order, so it can be fully shuffled, and and then I want to literally just rhyme every single card off. That is one of the things. And another thing is I'd like to be able to do some shuffles and cuts the cards, and then be able to find either 4 selected cards or the 4 aces from anywhere in the deck.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I can't even imagine how you begin to learn those tricks, but don't tell us, otherwise it doesn't become magic anymore. It just becomes a tutorial, to be honest. But yeah, that sounds very challenging, obviously, in my eyes, because obviously I'm not a magician, but I can't wait to see you obviously accomplish that, and I wish you all the best of luck for practicing that trick and hopefully succeeding at it successfully. Just succeeding at it, because they're both the same word. But someone just commented down below, is this live going to be saved? Yes, it will be. It will be up on my IGTV later if you tuned in halfway through, so you can see the full interview up on afterwards. But now I'm going to go for some questions from the viewers. This question is, how was it to be a BGT finalist?
It was just absolutely crazy, you know. It was crazy to think, like, in April or March, whenever my first when my audition aired, it was just before then. I mean, I didn't even know if I'd be shown on TV, so we was just hoping. And then from going to that, and then it was like, right, we'll see if we can get into the semi-finals. And then it was like, oh my god, I'm a semi-finalist. And then it was like, right, well, I got to the public vote. That was really good. Like, I couldn't believe that I'd made it that far. Like I said, I didn't even expect to get shown on my audition, and then from going that to the finals, it was crazy because I was like, because obviously with BGT it's a whole secret, right? So before I knew, it was about it was a few weeks before the finals were announced. So because obviously you have to work on your act and things, but it was just I got this phone call at school. I know I can see some of people's names that I know that go to my school. I got a phone call at break from my mum, and mum was like, "Oh, you've done so well, and now you've made it to the finals of Britain's Got Talent." And I was like, yes. I was like, okay, I've got to go, bye. And then it was like, I was like smiling but trying not to be obvious, which
just go screaming around the whole playground.
Yeah.
Guess what? I'm a BGT finalist.
Yeah.
That's my official name now.
Yeah.
But that sounds so fantastic, and obviously just congratulations again for getting how far you did. And yeah, just going to be achieving so much more in the future as well. Another interesting question is, what is your favourite trick to perform?
My favourite trick to perform? I get this question a lot now, and I'd have to say it's like, for me, it's the most visual tricks. So you can do magic where you can, I don't know, maybe just find a card. That's impressive because you can find it with sleight of hand. But for me, my most favourite tricks are the ones that, like I said, with the cards turning to glass, that's very visual, so it doesn't make any sense. And like I do another trick where the cards completely change colour and then all of them change colour. That's like, it's another visual one. It's like that is my favourite type of tricks, I guess you could say. So I don't have a favourite one, but I have a few favourites, and that would be the most visual ones. Thanks for your question.
I mean, that's so just... I'm completely lost for words to describe everything that you're explaining to me right now, but I mean, that just sounds absolutely amazing. Yeah, I think visual tricks are just kind of the ones that really just make you think, are my eyes working correctly?
Yeah.
Do I need to just quickly rub my eyes and just see if I'm actually living right now? Someone pinch me, am I in a dream? Those are the type of tricks that really just take your breath away, really. One of the questions is from Rachel. She's saying, can you do a trick? I don't know if you'll be able to, because you do need to prepare for them in advance, but let us know if you can.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? This is very well planned. I've got a deck of cards here, so I'll grab that. Let me just put my phone down. Okay. Right.
I'll just read the question so you can see properly.
There we go. Yeah, I've got stuff in the background, but it'll be fine. Okay. Well, since I was just on about the cards changing colour, I'll do that one. All right. So I know you're going to be expecting it, but it's all right. So if I go over here, you can see I've got a blue deck of cards here. All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through the cards like this, and I'd like you to tell me when to stop at any point. All right.
Okay.
Any point you like.
Sure.
Right there. Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You want the 2 of clubs or the 6 of hearts? Which one do you want?
6 of hearts.
The 6 of hearts. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. What I'm going to do is we're going to take the 6 and I'm going to lose it into the deck. All right. So it's gone. Now watch. All it takes is I'm just going to rub my hand on the back of the cards here, and as you see, they actually turn red, and not just the top card. Actually, all of the cards change to red, but there's a blue one here. Let me move that out of the way. And if I show you, look, your card was the 6 of hearts, right? You could have told me when to stop at any point, but that's the 6 of hearts right there. And I'll show you all of these are also red. Now there's one more thing. You see, watch, if we just give this another rub, that also changes to red right there.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, that's the trick. I hope you all enjoyed. I can see the chats going there pretty. That was. I'm actually quite impressed with that. That was unplanned, but you know, thank you for the question.
I just don't understand. Like, my brain physically just can't comprehend anything that happens when magicians perform. like, we might be speechless when we see you guys do your tricks, but the only word that comes out is how.
It's how.
We just don't know. It's just that that's the number one question. But you know what? I'm fine with being curious and just kind of see my mind be blown away. But thank you for that as well. That was fantastic. I've just got no idea. Yeah, just no clue at all. But that was absolutely brilliant. I hope you all did enjoy that as well. And this is a live stream right now, and I'm watching this on replay. So obviously that was not edited. That can't be edited. This is real life. This is real magic.
It's live.
So you can believe it or not, but we believe it.
I will just say, if anyone does want to learn magic, I have done a post, so you can go and check that out. It's there's only a few left because I've had some people get in touch, but it's a special magic box that I have made myself. So if anyone wants that, if you go over to my Instagram and you look at that, and then if you get in touch, I'll probably be able to send one. They are £20 plus postage, so not a bad price, and I'll probably make some more up because Christmas is it's upcoming. So if anybody wants to get into magic, start learning magic, you can start that. And it's a live, it'll be on a Zoom call, so it'll be a live video with me, so then they can ask me questions and stuff. So if anybody wants to do that, you can go and check that out.
Yes, definitely. That sounds so much fun to go and do. So if you are interested in magic, if you're an aspiring magician, then make sure to go and head over to Jasper's Instagram, and definitely go and check that out to learn more and to really just share those secrets. We don't tell us, otherwise it'll ruin the experience for us as well. But once again, thank you for that just whole magic trick that you just did just now. But that is all of the questions. Thank you also so much for sending in your questions as well. Jasper, you have been such a fantastic guest. Where can we find you on social media to keep up with your further magic tricks?
So I'm doing bits on YouTube and obviously my Instagram, and also I do have a fan page on Facebook as well. So those are the 3 places that you can. Oh, and TikTok as well. Yes, I forgot about that one. TikTok as well.
And so, what is your username so people can type it in and find out?
It is just Jasper Cherry Magician. It'll be under that name. So.
Okay, so everybody, make sure to go and follow Jasper. He definitely deserves all the recognition, and I'm just so excited to see what he's going to be doing in the future and how much further he can really just go with his magic tricks. As you obviously all saw on BGT, all of the guests, all of the judges, even the virtual audience, us sitting at home, we were all absolutely shocked to the core. So I'm so excited to see what you're going to be achieving in the future. But once again, thank you for being my guest today, and I wish you all of the best of luck in the future. I hope you and your family are going to stay safe. And I'll just speak to you soon.
All right, you too. It's been great. Thanks everyone in the chat. Hello everybody. It's going crazy, but thanks for having me, and hope to see you again soon.
Thank you for being my guest, and I'll speak to you soon. Thank you.
Cool. All right,
Bye.
See ya. Bye.
So that is the end of this interview. I'm still absolutely lost for words. I am just shocked to the core, to be honest. But thank you also so much for tuning in today. If you did tune in halfway through, you missed the magic trick, then this will be up on my IGTV later, so you can rewatch it. Or soon it will be up on my YouTube channel, so you can always watch it on stream this interview over and over again, as many times you want, on all my different platforms. But again, thank you also so much for tuning in today. Make sure to go and check out his magic box as well, and learning about how to obviously become a beginner in magic, because that sounds so much fun and so fascinating. So definitely, if you are interested in magic, then make sure to go and check that out, and make sure to go and follow him as well on all of his platforms. I think he said YouTube, obviously Instagram, Facebook, TikTok as well. But make sure to go and check out my Amazon Prime show. It is called The Inspiring Vanessa Show. Obviously, I've got a lot of other incredible interviews here on my Instagram. So make sure to go and check those out if you're interested in seeing some of our other amazing guests. But once again, thank you all so much for tuning in today, and I'll be speaking to you all soon. Stay safe and stay positive. Bye, everyone.
missing someone.